Hello, everybody. This is Gertrude Bache again. Welcome to this next module where I'll be taking you through a 5-step process on creating an effective and epic elevator pitch. This was a request from one of my clients who's trying to pitch herself to different organizations, to be a keynote speaker at events, to facilitate with workshops within different organizations as well. So thank you for helping me put this content together. So what is an elevator pitch? An elevator pitch is a succinct and precise sales pitch. Keywords are succinct, precise, and sales. So there is something that you will want to get out of this conversation that you're having in an elevator, knowing that you have just a few minutes to communicate who you are, your value, and how you can help that person. So, how to create a perfect elevator pitch, 5 steps to an elevator pitch is what we'll go through next. So the 5 steps are, you have to start by engaging the other person with a relatable question. You have to explain what you do. You have to communicate your value. You have to promote an achievement you've had. Then you have to demonstrate the passion you have around why you do what you do. So I will reiterate again, an elevator pitch is a succinct and persuasive sales pitch. It gets its name from somebody who's gone into an elevator, meet somebody important, and you don't have a lot of time to communicate who you are when you go from ground 0 to maybe level 8 in a building. So it has to be succinct. It has to be short. And it's not necessarily for you to be able to sell yourself or your idea or business immediately, but it's designed to make the person you're talking to want to engage you in further dialogue and discussion. So I need to stress this straight away. An elevator pitch is not just for people who are in sales, but it can apply to so many other parts of life and business. So you can use an elevator pitch in so many ways, whether you're in finance and product development and marketing or HR. It's used to sell yourself to a potential employer, to a potential customer or business partner. You can use it to sell your company to potential suppliers, clients, or to an investor. You can also use it to promote a project that you're currently working on internally with your colleagues. And when marketing or promoting the benefits of a product or service that you're launching, you can also use this to talk to your boss about something in a completely different way. So those are going to be the 5 steps that I will take you through. So we'll start off with step number 1, engaging with a relatable question. Have you ever had a job that you hated and it looks like nobody sees you or really values you, and then when you come home, you feel really down? So this is a good example of an elevator pitch where you are going into an organization and you're helping people to be seen and heard. Another example, are you struggling to keep your staff morale up because of COVID? Are you struggling with keeping up your staff morale because of COVID? Having members of your staff in different locations and not in one physical space? Next question. Are you in a position at work where you feel your boss does not appreciate your value? So it has to be relatable. It's all about them and not about you or your product or service that you're trying to sell. So how do you determine your relatable question? It's important to know who you are talking to. So whenever you are in a position to pitch yourself, you need to know who that person is. You need to know what you want from them. You have to identify your goal in respect to that person. What do you really want from this interaction? So sometimes you might know somebody in an organization who can get you through to the HR department so you get an opportunity to run workshops. Or sometimes you're trying to find someone to hire you, or you want them just to refer you to someone in a different organization that's related to your content. If you want them to buy from you or from your business, you really have to think, what problems do they have that you can actually solve? So again, it's not about you, it's about them. In step number 3, this is now where you have to communicate your value. Now you have to explain the outcome. What would happen if they hired you? The value that you actually bring. You have to describe the impact that that will have because of that value. So here's a good example. I help people who are job hunting or who are already employed and create a clear career path within the organization that gets them to their desired career goals. I support them with the challenges that they might face in the workplace, identifying upskilling opportunities, empowering and inspiring them, and ensuring that they thrive and feel fulfilled. Step number 4, this is now where you can promote your achievements. Promoting achievement can boost your credibility. An achievement boost can really make people see who you are, what you've done in the past. So people want to buy into the people and organizations that they can trust. People who have done a good job for others previously. So maybe you have a testimonial you can share. Maybe you've won an award recently. And this is also where you can name drop big organizations that you have worked for before. In step number 5 is where you have to now really demonstrate your passion. Your passion has to be oozing out of you. Otherwise, you won't make the impact that you desire. Now, remember, nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you actually care. That's how you ensure that it is you and not anybody else that they will want to work with. Your passion is the magic. That's that little sprinkle of gold dust that takes things to a completely different level. And your passion is going to be the thing that makes a difference between you and somebody else and helps them remember you. So now let's put this pitch all together. Here's the relatable question. Have you ever had a job that you hated? You felt that nobody sees you, or you feel really unvalued, and then you come home and you're feeling really let down? Well, my coaching is called Be Courageously You, and I provide presentations. I provide keynote presentations, coaching and mentoring to managers, team leaders, and their staff to make people feel seen, heard, and valued in their careers. I come into organizations as a keynote speaker at corporate events, and I facilitate workshops and offer one-on-one coaching and mentoring to people in leadership positions. This is where you now have to share your value. I help people with. I support them with. And then finally, slot in all of your achievements and then demonstrate your passion, remembering that nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you actually care. So I hope this is going to help you put together your elevator pitch. Looking forward to seeing the final product.